Hey guys! So let's get right into this week's recap of Happyland. Basically, there were like 3 or 4 major standout things in this episode. Number 1, the episode starts off and Ian is like still wrapping his head about the fact that Lucy is supposedly his sister. And he kind of questions her at first, like, okay, are you doing this for money? Or, you know, are you doing this for attention? You know, are you really my sister, basically? And he goes ahead and he like asks his brother about it. And he's like basically like, you know, has dad ever cheated before? Has he ever done anything, you know, that was disrespectful to mom? And his brother like basically confirms that yes, his dad has cheated on, you know, their mom in the past. And this pretty much leaves Ian feeling like, well, maybe Lucy could possibly be my sister. So towards the end of the episode, we kind of see Lucy like opening up to Ian, and he pretty much feels a little bit more like, okay, you know, this really is my sister, and he starts to believe the truth a little bit. I think it's kind of has something to do with the fact that, you know, once he talked to his brother about the situation, like he kind of felt like, you know, if dad has cheated on mom before, you know, it is possible that Lucy could be his sister. And Lucy like basically tells him towards the end, you know, the whole story of their dad wanting her mom to get an abortion and things like that, and him like having like no clue, you know, how she, you know, who she is. And Ian's basically like, yeah, you know, more so believing her even more, you know, after the story. And you kind of see them bond a little tiny bit and start to get a little bit closer. Also in this episode, there was the whole character training thing, which Ian and Lucy both have to go through in order to be characters in the park, to officially be characters within the park. And it's imperative for Lucy to go ahead and pass this week because her mom has been having trouble with paying the rent and things like that. So she's like, you know, we both have to be like characters, well-paid characters, in order for us to make rent every month. So she's like pushing for her to, you know, make sure that she passes the character training. And we also kind of see that she has to pass the character training because Ian has to pass as well. So she has to make sure that not only does she pass, but that Ian passes as well in order for her to keep that job. Because Ian's brother, who's also her brother, was basically saying like if she doesn't pass and if Ian doesn't pass, then she's out of a job pretty much. So she's pretty much on that hustle this week, trying to make sure that she's, you know, doing that character training good and making sure that everything is a-okay, and trying to make sure that her and her mama can pay their rent. In the end, they do both end up passing, and her mom kind of realizes that she's getting a little too old to play Adriana, who is a teenage princess. So she does start playing like this wicked witch. You know, she doesn't really care who she plays as long as they're able to pay their bills. She's like, I'll play whoever, you know, as long as we can make this rent happen, I'm good. And then the third major thing that happened this week was the whole love triangle, well, I should say square really, with Harper and Will and Lucy and Ian. And basically we all know that Harper is, you know, dating Will. They've been together for a while. And at the top of the episode, you know, Harper's like trying to rekindle things with Will and like make him see, you know, that why he should be in love with her, and try to like help him to remember, you know, what it was like when they first started dating. So she tries to make like a she tries to like recreate their first date or whatever. And Will is just so focused on Lucy, he's like not even paying attention to Harper. It's really sad because Harper is gorgeous. Like, she's stunning. That red hair, yeah, she's pretty cute. No homo, I'm just saying. So you know, she's like basically trying to, you know, get Will to see her, you know, pretty much. But in the end, she pretty much realizes that Will, because Will and Ian end up getting into a big fight over Lucy. And, you know, after Harper sees this, she's like, okay, you know, I'm done with Will because he ain't paying me no attention and I ain't got time for this. So she goes over to Will and she pretty much breaks up with him, and Will gets fired because of the fight. So no more Ricky Raccoon or whatever the raccoon guy it was that he's been playing. And he basically goes ahead and she basically goes ahead and she's all up on Ian. She's like, wait a minute, is Ian free right now? I think he is. So she goes on over to Ian, tries to holler at him, talk to him, see what's going on with him. And Ian's like, yeah, I got this drink over here. Let's go ahead and get a drink. So they got their drink or whatever, and then next thing you know, they kissing on the couch. And Lucy's sitting up there calling Harper's phone to see if, you know, what went down with her and Will. And she's over there kissing Ian. So yeah, she bounced back quick. But yeah, so that was pretty much this week's recap. A lot of hanky-panky going on. A lot of working that money, trying to get that hustle on. I don't know. It's late. It's like 1:40 in the morning. I'm just now doing this recap for you guys. So excuse me if I'm like extra goofy. Alright, so yeah, if you caught this week's episode, let me know what you thought about it, and I will catch you guys in the next one.